What is up, my Eastside Shenanigan friends? Welcome back to another episode on the Eastside Shenanigans channel. Today we're going to be cutting up the Trans Am. We're going to be cutting the cowl out, and if we have time before it gets too dark, we are going to be putting in the mock-up motor, and we're going to be putting the Holley high ram on, which is the main reason that we're cutting the cowl out. We had a Holley high ram, so we want to go ahead and try to incorporate it and see if we can make it fit. And cutting the cowl out is our best option to do that. Before we get started, guys, please like and subscribe if you haven't done so. It really help us out, help grow the channel, and pretty soon we're gonna be having some merch up for sale, a bunch of Eastside Shenanigans shirts and stuff like that. So stay tuned for that also. But please, also, if you like the video at the end, smash the thumbs up. We really like to see that. Comment. We read all of them, and we try to reply to everything. So me and Little E are going to be cutting this thing out today. See if we can fit the Holley high ram in here, and see what all it takes to do that. So if you have a Holley high ram and you're thinking about putting it in your F-body, this is the video for you guys. Let's get to it. Okay, everyone, we are here inside the Trans Am right now. And now, as you can see, we actually have here a temporary line going all the way across. This is where he's going to be cutting it, and right now it's about ½ an inch from the glass. More than likely we're going to see if it's going to be up in here closer to the glass. We've seen a bunch of pictures and other stuff like that, so that is what we think is going to happen. Also, you're going to have to cut underneath where the seam of the firewall is. It's like right there, going all the way across. So you're going to be literally cutting this whole cowl out. And after we put the mock-up motor and we start doing all the turbo stuff, and then we take the motor out, then we will be doing the fab to close that part of the firewall back off. So in this video there won't be that part of the fab in it, but Little E's going to get to cutting now. Alright, Little E, go ahead and bust it off. Alright, guys. Now, let's take a look. Bam! That's what she looks like.
Basically, we got to go back and cut on this seam nice and neat all the way across. Finish cutting this pocket all the way down here and get all the rest of this and trim it up and clean it up. so we can try to fit it back in there when we go to weld everything back up. But for now, we can put the mock-up motor in there and try to fit the tunnel rail and make sure we got enough clearance.
How happy does it make you to cut cars up, man?
Ain't nothing better.
There you go. So alright guys, now we're going to put the mock-up motor in here, see if we can get the Holley high ram in here, and see what kind of clearance we need. I'm going to guess it's probably going to be pretty darn close up here. We might have to shave some of this all out.
This cross member gets cut out, and then all this lip will get all straightened up along here too. But we had to get it out of the way before we could start cleaning everything up.
Like I said guys, if y'all trying to put a Holley high ram in your F body, this is the way you got to do it. Now someone correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know if this is true. I've heard the cathedral and the rectangle port Holley high ram are slightly different. I think like a 1/4 of an inch difference on height. I don't know how true that is, but if someone knows the answer to that, go ahead and chime in, let us know. Don't know if that's exactly true. All right, let's get to work. Hello everyone. All right, a quick pause on the video. In the last clip that you saw, the motor was just going in the Trans Am. We stopped it that day. It's been about a week and a half. We've had a bunch of weather, and it's been raining and cold here in Houston. So we took about a week and a half break and let all this weather pass since we couldn't record outside. So since then, we have done a few things to the Trans Am. So we were cutting the cowl out to make fitment for the high ram. There it is. So the high ram fits. We also have taken motor mounts out. We got a Rock Solid Motorsports motor plate, and we also have a mid plate as well. And we did all this to kind of drop the motor down just a hair to make a better fitment for the high ram. And also doing that cut a little bit of weight as well. Also right now we're going to show you where we cut and finish cutting. This is not the finished product. We just kind of did this right now to put the intake on. After we get everything mocked up in the engine bay as well, we're going to go back, take everything out, and finish fabbing the firewall and boxing it all back in and all that good stuff. So let's take a look at what we've done. All right everyone, there she is. So we have the Rock Solid Motorsports motor plate in here. This motor plate is the one for the remote mount water pump. So it has the fittings here on the water side, and also we have a mid plate in here. See if you can see it right there. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to trim the rest of this back, probably just about to the glass, all the way down, and clean it up. Also finish cutting the rest of this out so we can box this in as well. So we're going to cut that out and finish boxing it in. So we're going to box all this back in, and we're just going to go straight up with it. We're not going to go under or anything like that. But the fitment of the high ram is actually pretty nice. You can see here, still got a little bit of space underneath there. And I think dropping the motor mounts and going with the motor plate definitely helped us out a little bit. Lodi, you want to move the intake back and forth and show them a little bit of clearance? So yeah, it's actually very well. We're very happy with it. And I think that's pretty much where she's going to sit. And once again, guys, this is our mock-up motor and mock-up head, so don't worry about the valve covers being off and all that stuff. What else you got, Little E?
That's it.
What are we doing next?
Next we have to finish fitting. We have to finish doing the start doing the turbo piping, on the hot side of the turbo piping and mounting the turbo. And we'll get to all that here next week or two. We should have all the turbo mocked up. So other than that, she's just a little bit at a time.
That's right, everyone. A little bit at a time. We've been kind of chipping away at this whenever we have a little bit of time. Like I said, the weather's been crazy down here. We've been cold and it's been raining, so we haven't had a lot of chance to video. So we finally got a little bit of daylight outside and said, hey, let's just go ahead and try to squeeze this one in here. So if you're wondering if it'll fit, yes, a Holley high ram does fit. These were the steps you had to do. You really don't have to put a motor plate in here. We did it because that was the route we were going to. So yes, it'll still fit without motor plates. If you were wondering about that, yes, it fits. So next video, turbo hot side, the mounting the turbo, wastegate placement, downpipe, all that stuff's going to be the next video. So check it out. We're going to be starting on that here this week and get you a video next week, everyone. So thank you so much for being patient with us for this week or 2 weeks that we've been off trying to get this video done. We really appreciate it, and get ready for the next video here soon. So until next time, we'll gap you later.